Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amir Mukhlis Muhammad Asri. My student ID is 2017652222. First of all, I would like to thank both panel for taking the time to listen to my digitized proposal presentation entitled The Psychological Strategies Among Football Players in Different Playing Positions. This presentation will include some introduction to the topic, a problem segment, session objectives, some written review, and I will discuss the methodological section in depth that will cover research design, data collection protocol, sampling technique, instrumentation, and I will end the presentation with data analysis technique. First of all, let us begin with introduction. The role psychological method play in the athletic performance has been a focus in research in sport. Research has constantly noted that psychological skills such as positive self-talk, positive self-thinking, mental imagery, relaxation or arousal control, and goal setting significantly impact athletic performance. Next, the relationship between the psychological skill and different playing position is also stated as important research area. Without further ado, we will go to the problem statement. To our knowledge, there is a lack of published investigation in regard to the psychological aspect, as it is the least developed area in the performance. This study needs to be explored on professional soccer players with various positions on the pitch to allow them for a better guide and improve the performance for each individual player. Besides that, we could also explore possible difference in the use of psychological performance strategies by soccer players on different types of positions on the pitch. Next, we will proceed to the objective. Recognizing the gap in this research, there is a need for investigation to look at the psychological strategies among football players in different types of playing position. Therefore, the study aimed to determine the possible difference in the use of psychological performance strategies by soccer players on different types of position on the pitch. Second, to determine the change in self-talk, such as maintaining a positive internal dialogue and its effect toward the psychological performance strategies. Third, is to determine the change in emotional control, such as controlling emotion under pressure and its effect toward psychological performance strategies. The fourth is to determine the change in short automaticity, or in other words, performing with little conscious effort automatically, and its effect toward the psychological performance strategies. Last but not least, to determine the change in goal setting, such as setting personal or specific goal, and its effect towards psychological performance strategies. Next, we will go into the significance of the study. The study is expected to benefit a number of stakeholders, including researchers, who is gonna further or advance our study. Besides that, athletes will also have a better guide and improve the performance of each individual player. Next, coaches are able to design more effective cognitive coping strategies such as self-talk, relaxation, and thought control to deal with stress and anxiety. Last but not least, sports psychologists will be able to plan their intervention correctly with realistic objectives that cover the basic requirements for the club. Now, we will proceed to the methodology part. First of all, research design. Considering the requirement for my subject to compare the use of psychological performance strategies by soccer players on different types of operation on the pitch, the study will employ comparative research design, which means it is a descriptive study doing survey investigation. Specifically, the study will distribute questionnaire by hand or email research design. Next, we will proceed to the sample size calculation. Target population will be soccer player from local university student in Malaysia aged 18 to 25. In my case, I will be choosing the University Tan Haji Mara Football Club, or simply known as UITM FC. Its population is as in 28 February 2009, based on revolving rate 2019, it has 32 players. So according to the Kregel and Morgan table 1970, the number of sample will be 28. However, the account for potential dropout, we aim to figure out 28% using the purposive sampling method. This is the table or the journal that I used to calculate the sample size for this study. Next, we will proceed to the inclusion or exclusion. Participants will be screened for inclusion requirement, which is include age 18 years and above, football athlete has the ability to read or write, and free from injury. Participants will also screen for exclusion requirement, which include injured athlete. Beside that, for the data collection procedure, firstly, I would have to do the briefing about the questionnaire to the participant. Next, distribute the questionnaire to the participant. After they have answered the questionnaire, I will collect the questionnaire and do the data analysis. Last but not least, I will have to do the report writing. Next, we have the instrumentation. Firstly, I will use the test of performance strategies or top questionnaire done by Liu Hadi for the questionnaire. Besides that, socio-demographic factor also will be included in the questionnaire, such as gender, education level, and marital status. Proceeding to the last main in my presentation, it is the statistical analysis. Firstly, the descriptive analysis will be used to describe the anthropometric and contrast demographic feature of the participant. Besides that, independent tests will be used to compare the use of psychological performance strategies by soccer players on different types of position in the pitch. Besides that, analysis of the data will be conducted using IBM SPSS 225 with statistical significance will be accepted at P is lower than 0.0. P is lower than 0.5. These are next we have the reference page. These are all lists of reference for this presentation. Thank you. That's all from me. Again, I would like to thank both panels for taking the time to listen to my digitalized proposal presentation. Thank you very much.